Hi Taurus, how are you? So welcome back to my channel. This is your December reading, and for this reading I'm going to follow the same structure as I did for the month of November. A few cards for the first part of the month and a few cards for the last part of the month, and at the end I'm going to pull an oracle card for an additional message. So Taurus, let's see what's going to happen for you in the month of December. So we start the month with the Ten of Cups in reverse, then the Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in reversed, and then let's see, the Moon in reversed, Ten of Pentacles. A lot of family issues, I think, for you guys. A lot of family drama, a lot of family drama. Sorry to say, like, I don't want to, be the bearer of the bad news, but I feel like for some of you, it's about community friendship, long-standing friendships, long-standing, like, partnerships and family ties that will come into play this month, and not in a good way, like, not something that you will be really, really happy for, or, like, looking forward to. So in the beginning of the month, you have the Ten of Cups in reverse and you have the Two of Wands. I feel like the way this card is like facing the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's almost like, so something in November happened that really threw off all your plans about the future and all of your plans about, like relationships, commitments, and all things related to that. And now you're like, well, so what's next? This is the energy bringing forward into the first part of the month, first week of the month. And then now you have to, like, in a position of, like, you have to readdress, you have to regroup, and then you have to plan. You have to start with a new plan. Because with the Two of Wands, it's like somebody's looking forward into the future and then really making, thinking about the long term, like long goals, like what's what they want to achieve next. Now it can also mean that maybe you might hear some really some news about your family, some distant relatives, and like maybe somebody that doesn't live in the same town as you, and then it will require you to travel to see them, to handle, maybe there's some like health issues that you didn't realize, or like you weren't aware of, and then all of a sudden, like in the beginning of the month, you will be like, oh, by the way, this is happening, and then you're going to be like booking your first flight out there, or like, train or driving or whatever the case might be. So it's like, will imply a little bit of travel for you this month, especially the beginning part of the month. And and that kind of will make you feel a little bit like shaky, a little bit on unsteady ground. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, it's somebody that really feels nurtured, somebody that nurtures herself, really likes, enjoys the finer things in life, and then really has it all together. When she's in reverse, it's like, your footing is like not there. You don't have that anymore. And then also this is kind of confirmed by the Moon in reverse. With the Moon in reverse, it's like something that it's almost like a chaotic energy that's happening. That's just like, it's like so many things up in the air that you just don't know. The only thing that you do know, the only thing that is stable right now for you is your vision. So I feel like even really for the whole entire month for you, Taurus, like, you are the most stable, and financially, like, I feel like you're really grounded, and you really like know what you want, and you really like have your shit together, and you make sure you do, because you get pleasure out of having things and beautiful things in your life. Now, something really related to your family that will require a lot of reconsidering on that aspect. It will require some of the finances, some of you to require some, like, maybe readdressing how you feel about certain situations, certain family, connections and ties. But overall, I feel like there's a lot of like chaotic energy, a lot of things like still up in the air, still like don't know what's gonna happen, like don't know what to do, don't know how to approach this. Even though with the Moon here in reverse, like a lot of things will be coming to light, but I think what is really coming to light, it's like some sort of a condition with a family, like with a member of your family, or maybe even extended family, that would really require you to travel, and really require you to maybe like really form new bonds with somebody that you lost touch with. It could be also too that maybe it's not a health issue, it's not a health concern, but maybe it's like some other people from your past coming, like some distant relatives that you lost touch with, and finally they're like you kind of guys getting back together and somehow like reconnecting. But I don't think it's something that you really want to do, because with the King of Cups here, it's like somebody that's being a little bit mature, and somebody that's being a little bit like, you know, not grounded. You know, their energy is scattered. It's a very scattered energy and very selfish energy as well. So whatever the case might be, whatever happened, I really feel that I strongly believe that it's connected to your family environment and your community environment. It could be your neighbors, it can be your family, it can be your siblings, it can be your you know, aunts and uncles, your cousins, or whatever. But it's something that really draws your attention, draws your energy this month towards that, to somebody you know, require your attention. And at the end of the month, though, I feel like it's either, I feel like with these two, right, I feel like that maybe you're just putting so much of your time and energy into solving the issue with the family that you kind of like let go of yourself. So I think at the end of the month, it draws your attention to go back to nurturing yourself and not like put yourself last in order to help others, but more like really you know, paying attention to how you feel, to your body, and really like, where is it, you know, is anything off for you? If there's anything off, you know, there's gonna be a need to address it. If you're not, then you know, there might be other things spiraling out of that. So really pay attention to that. And then also, I was guided to say the Two of Wands here too. It's like it's a choice that you'll have to make. I don't see anything like that would tell me that you're breaking off like ties, relationships, or whatever. But it's more of a choice of like how you handle this situation, because there was definitely some news that you're finding out, and then you will like, they will come to light. They will put you in a position, well, maybe it's like, do you travel to see that family member, or do you stay here and then somehow emotionally and like financially help them out, or are you there in person to be that support system? So, you know, there might be some stuff related to that, to choices. And really, for others of you, it's like maybe traveling really to see some other people. Like I said before, like with maybe like you've lost touch with somebody and you finally reconnecting. For somebody from like long distance, like somebody that's not here, like in the same location as you, on the same state even, but somebody maybe it's from a different country, or like lives abroad, or something that you haven't really had a connection, and now it's a chance for you to open up and to maybe build a connection with them, you know. Because I mean, I really get a really positive sense from this Two of Wands. So even though everything else is a little bit up in the air and a little bit chaotic, but this is really makes me feel that it's like you have a plan. There is a plan in mind, which will make it so that you feel grounded in some way, shape, or form, or you'll find that balance at the end of the month. So let's pull an oracle for you and see like what is that you need to know for the month of December. Clean it up. Well, maybe for some of you it's really just like clean your house. Maybe you're postponing like something like, you know, like some family and home related. Well, this is also home related, right? So maybe for some of you it's like maybe there's just been so much chaos happening because maybe there's just some, maybe you just moved. Maybe you can move, maybe you just moved, but you're still living out of boxes. So maybe it's time for you to like, okay, well, how do I want my house to look so I feel good and I feel like this is my home, this is my castle. What do I need to do? So the clean it up here, it's like really just clean it up, unpack your boxes, and move in. Really make this your home, make this your environment. Because maybe that's why you have these in reversed, because it's like there's a situation in your life that you don't feel at home, that you don't feel like it's yours, and you don't feel like you fit in, right? But this is asking you to like really look at that and really like with the Two of Wands here, like make a choice. Like, well, if you don't feel like you fit in, if it doesn't feel like your home, well, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to invest more money? Are you going to invest more time, more energy? You know, just get to the bottom of it. Like, what is that you want to do? If you like decide to stay, clean it up, unpack pack your boxes and make this your home. If you decide to go, how are you going to go about it? You're just going to be like, okay, bye Felicia. Where you're going to like make it, you know, like, okay, say your goodbyes in a proper way, in a proper manner, and just have conversations and really see where everybody else stands before you really make that commitment. But overall, I think it's a lot of things will happen, like a lot of things will be up in the air, a lot of like feeling, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, I don't belong here, I don't fit in, I feel uncomfortable a little bit. But know that it's things are moving. Things are, you know, settle into a situation that will, you know, that will make you like make a choice going forward and to plan for the future, you know, life. So I feel like it's all good. It's going to be a good month for you, Taurus. But yeah, so be mindful when you travel. Just maybe do something that it's like pack something that makes you feel comfortable, more comfortable with yourself, and maybe like wherever you're going, maybe feel more comfortable with that environment there. So, because I feel for some of you, maybe it is you're traveling to a new place, to a new country that you've never been before, and you don't really know that a lot of people there, and so everything feels so foreign and so strange, and so not like you. That is just makes you feel like really, really stressed and uncomfortable. So, but just open your mind a little bit, you know, like open your mind. Don't be so like, you know, stuck in your own ways, but just like be open and then see like and accept, and just be open to whatever experience comes along, because I feel like there's beauty coming. There's beautiful experiences coming into your life. It's just you have to be open and not be so like, you know. So be open, stay open to it. Okay, so I'll leave you with that, Taurus. I wish you a happy Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in 2020. Okay, bye.